In a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there stood a grand, ancient oak tree known as Old Oak. Its branches stretched wide, and its leaves whispered secrets to the wind. Many animals lived in its sturdy limbs, making it their home. Among them was a small, curious cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was not like the other animals. While they were content to stay close to the safety of the tree, Whiskers dreamed of exploring beyond the village. He wanted to see what lay beyond the hills, to discover new places and meet new friends. But despite his adventurous spirit, Whiskers was often anxious about venturing too far from the familiar old oak. One bright morning, as the sun painted the sky in shades of pink and gold, Whiskers overheard a conversation between the wise old owl, Hoot, and a squirrel named Nutty. They spoke of a terrible storm that was brewing beyond the hills. Whiskers' heart raced with worry. The storm could be dangerous for the animals living in the village, especially if it came before they were prepared. Whiskers decided he had to act. With a determined twinkle in his eye, he scampered up to the top of Old Oak where Hoot and Nutty were talking. "We need to warn the animals and prepare," he said bravely. Hoot nodded. "You are right, Whiskers. But we must be swift and work together to keep everyone safe." Whiskers, with Hoot's guidance, began to spread the word. He ran from branch to branch, calling out to the animals. The animals gathered quickly. Whiskers, though nervous, took charge. "We need to gather food and supplies. Nutty, can you help collect nuts and berries? Hoot, can you assist with organizing the shelter?" The animals sprang into action. Nutty and his friends gathered nuts and berries from the forest, while Hoot organized the animals into teams to strengthen their homes and find the best shelter. Whiskers, though small, took on many tasks. He helped build shelters, gathered leaves for insulation, and even comforted some of the younger animals who were frightened. As the storm clouds began to gather, Whiskers and the animals worked tirelessly. The wind howled and the rain began to pour, but the animals, with their teamwork and determination, were well prepared. They huddled together in their shelters, safe and warm. The storm raged through the night, but the animals felt a sense of security knowing they had worked together. Whiskers, though exhausted, felt a deep sense of pride. He had faced his fears and had been a key part of keeping everyone safe. When the storm finally passed, the sun emerged, casting a golden glow over the village. The animals came out from their shelters to assess the damage. There were some fallen branches and a few scattered leaves, but their homes had held strong. The village was safe, thanks to their cooperation and courage. Whiskers looked around at the smiling faces of his friends. They cheered and thanked him for his bravery and leadership. Whiskers realized that even though he had been scared at first, working together had made them all stronger. His adventure had not been in exploring far-off lands, but in discovering the power of courage and cooperation. From that day on, Whiskers continued to dream of adventures, but he knew that the greatest journey of all was the one where friends came together to face challenges. The story of Whiskers and the big tree became a cherished tale in the village.